Namaste. Namaste. Peace and blessings. Peace and many blessings. Greetings. What's up? Shalom. Hopefully, y'all are having a great day today. Hopefully, you had a great weekend. It's a beautiful day here today in Texas. Today is Tuesday, March 26th, in the supposed year 2024. It is a Mars day. As you can see, I'm wearing red. That is the color for today. Okay? As I was telling someone, when you first begin the art or practicing the art, uh, go with the planetary colors to align with the energies of that day. Sure, y'all probably heard me say this before. It's just to get you started, to align with the energies. Even though I'm past that, I still make it a habit to align with the planetary energies. So I wanted to do a so-called negative ritual. Today would be that day. What will make it equally potent would be to do a ritual on today in a Saturn hour. See what I'm saying? It aligns. Let's see who was here today. Oh, don't forget, hit that like button, smash it, kick it. As you enter, like, share, and subscribe. Okay. We are very close to that eclipse. Um, we are close to a Mercury retrograde. And I tell you, boy, it doesn't really affect me like that anymore. But the people, it affects a lot of people and they have no idea what's going on. I'm just seeing some retarded shit this last week alone. You know what I mean? So protect yourself at all times. Wear wear organite pieces, wear iron, wear any crystal or carat that's black, like obsidian or onyx. You know what I mean? Or purple plate. Protect yourself at all times because this time right now is crucial. You know, again, the energies of the eclipse, the retrograde, and all this other shit that's going on. I'm sure you've heard by now. Two major things that's going on in the news. All right, whenever they stuff goes viral like this and people's talking about it, look in the opposite direction, see what they're trying to distract you from. Okay. All right. So a bridge collapsed in Baltimore. Okay. And yeah, I think it was on purpose. The numbers add up. Okay. Um, and also Diddy, Puff Daddy, or Sean Puffy Combs, or whatever his name is these days. He seems to be running from the feds, obviously. So I'm sure you've heard these big events happening. It all aligns with the cosmic energies that's happening right now. Peace, Brother Kunami. What's going on? Namaste, Sister Portia. How are you doing, my sister? Um, I was man, there's so much going on right now. You know what I mean? So much. Like I say, just about every live, every day, something's going on. Every single fucking day, man. When has it ever been like this? Where it's every day? With all the fear that they selling you and just oh man, this looting of the stores. um, come to find out, they kept it quiet, but come to find out there was a couple behind. If you've not heard this story, it's a lot of looting of expensive stores that's going on. You know what I mean? Peace and blessings, Legacy Sigma. Peace, peace, peace. Caribbean Grimoire, what's going on? Um, let me see. Okay, let's be that. Let's let that be the first clip that I showed today.
The network that she had built across the country was impacting multiple stores. And so by eliminating that, it's a step. But unfortunately, I know there's others that are out that are just like that.
53-year-old Michelle Mack and her husband have pleaded not guilty to charges of conspiracy, grand theft, and receipt of stolen property. Michelle is accused of working with as many as 12 women, providing them with a list of items to steal from stores across the country, like this Lens Crafters in Claremont and this Ulta Beauty in Mira Mesa. According to the search warrant, the goods were sometimes mailed to this Bonzel post office and would end up for sale at discounted prices on an Amazon storefront called Online Makeup Store. Stefan says with online stores and marketplaces becoming the new place for criminals to sell stolen goods, there have been some positive steps toward cracking down, like the recently passed Informed Consumers Act, which requires online marketplaces to get information from high-volume sellers to help ID stolen goods. But she says there are still loopholes that need to be closed in some person-to-person marketplaces like Facebook, as well as making sure Prop 47 is reformed so repeat offenders are properly punished. Omari Fleming, NBC7.
And Amazon released a statement regarding the issue saying, quote, "We invest more than $1 billion annually and employ thousands of people to fight fraud. We use sophisticated detection and prevention solutions," end quote.
This is video of Michelle and Kenneth Mack arrested in December at their Bonzel mansion.
It kept it real quiet, y'all, but how many people were surprised by that? Are any of y'all surprised? Like, really surprised? My cherie, what's going on? Welcome. Are you really surprised by this? You can't be. Not at this point, you can't be. That someone at the top is actually going, giving or funding, not funding, that's the wrong word, but coordinating store thefts, expensive stores, and then reselling what is still. Are y'all surprised? Can you really honestly say you're surprised? It goes along with this clip. Here's yet another one. Who sent it to Tosh? Oh, okay. I got it. Check this out. It goes right along. I mean, it's not related, not this. At least I don't think it is. But I can't even door pause that. You know why? It's happening a lot. Now, I'm not saying all of them are related to the earlier clip, the first clip. I'm not saying that, but it's getting to be a pattern here. Young people are doing this. You know what I mean? Young people are doing this. What can you say? You know what I mean? What can you say? And the fact that this one chick at the end of the video tries to fight back like she's the victim. You can door pause that, but really? Peace, Jamie Haynes. Peace and blessings, Sister Moonfeather. Peace, Diana Nichols. Oh, and don't forget these same stores have insurance to cover the stolen items. So of course, absolutely, they do. But my thing was the fact that it's happening and that there's someone at the top. Again, not all of them, but coordinating these thefts so that they can become rich. case you weren't paying attention to the first clip, $8 million in theft. That's a lot of money, right? So somebody getting rich off that. Okay. I would like to say though that the destruction of the melanated family, feminism, religion, and the crack addict, all of that from the 60s has led up to this. You know what I mean? Of course, this is my opinion. All right. But the proof is in the pudding. You know, all of that has led to this. To these young folks that really, truly don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about what they're doing. They don't give a fuck about the consequences. You know what I mean? I hear that in Philadelphia, it is really crazy now with the young people. It is really crazy. Now you got adults who are scared of the children. You know, again, all of this was planned. All of it. It is worked beyond, I think, anybody's expectations. My opinion. It's why the employees are urged to not stop the theft. I know, right? I worked for a convenience store back when I first got out of the military in Virginia, when me and my wife first got married. And this guy walked out with some beer. He didn't even run. You know what I mean? And I think the lead person was trying to figure out why I didn't try to stop him, why I didn't try to knock it out of his hand. I'm like, I think I was making minimum wage. You think I'm gonna stop a grown ass man from taking a 6-pack of beer? Anyway, yeah, life is not worth it. I don't know what that man had. It was at night. So protect yourself at all times, people. Just protect yourself. Philly is wild. Yeah, it is. It's, and like I say to people who say that, Philadelphia has always been wild. Always. Since I was a young child, it's always been wild. But now, you know, now it's beyond incredible how it is now. You know what I mean? So they are implementing crazy rules now, like curfews at 9 o'clock. If you are under 18, they are enforcing this with police. You know what I mean? Of course, when you're young, you do stupid shit. You get into stupid shit, but not like this. You know what I mean? Some young person who would ever see this would say, oh, he just old. No, the shit has changed. They are making rules to lock y'all black asses up, like lock them up early. You know, there's always been like a school to prison pipeline, but they are coming up with so many ways to get young people locked up. All right. When you don't have a knowledge of self, this is what happens. Okay. And when you have parents, punk ass parents, who are afraid to discipline their children, this continues to happen. Yes, that's a lot of money. Philly low-key always been like that. Yeah, always. It's always been wild. You know, it's always when the nicer neighborhoods experience that it goes public. Yeah, that is true. That is true. But what is there to say? You know, all you can do is protect yourself and your family at this point. None of this should be surprising to anybody who has been listening or paying attention. Um, do some magic. You know what I mean? There are not enough magicians. There are not enough true blue occultists to try and fight this. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though. You know, people, when I had, hopefully y'all tuned in last week when Teresa, my special guest, Teresa Angela, was here. She was an amazing guest. And um like she said that, you know, she's gotten to the point where you just let people do whatever, do what's comfortable for you. But witchcraft and occultism is now a trend. Everything is a cult now. Everything's called a cult, you know. But the actual true great work, there's not a lot of people practicing that. No matter what you think. That now that's a fact. That's not my opinion. Okay. They calling everything, and everybody's mentioning shadow work and these terms that people really don't understand. You know what I mean? So um sad situation, y'all. Just sad. I am looking at affordable homes. Some parts of Philly is nice, but Philly and Ohio has some nasty energy out that way. Oh, absolutely. I would say don't move to Philadelphia. I wouldn't, as much as that's my home. I was born and raised there. But there's no fucking way that I would ever move back there. I would have to be practicing magic constant, you know. Um, yeah, yeah, crazy. Anyway, too true. Pittsburgh stopped responding. Thank you for bringing that up. Moonfeather said, I think you said that on your show one like 2 weeks ago, where Pittsburgh stopped responding to 911 calls. Can you believe that shit? They stopped responding. So if you have something like a home invasion, you better wait it out, or you better be armed and try to deter it yourself, because the police are not going to help. This is in Pittsburgh. See what I'm saying? This is one of the reasons I love Texas. Texas believes in you defending yourself and your property. You know how many stories there have been here in Texas where someone has stopped a robbery in public because they were armed? You know what I mean? It's the wild, wild west out this bitch. It really is. Yeah, not just Pittsburgh's, multiple states. You really enjoyed Teresa? I'm glad you enjoyed her. I miss Philadelphia. I get homesick a lot. Like, for example, if I'm watching a movie like Creed, when they showing shots of Philadelphia, I get homesick because I've been here so long. You know, I miss cheesesteaks, I miss pretzels, you know, I miss hoagies, I miss all that. Of course, I miss some members of my family, of course, but no, I would never move back there. You know, there have been laws that have changed, and everybody that I know from Philadelphia is probably losing someone one per week. Somebody's dying over nonsense. Y'all hear about what we were just talking about last week about Fat G's, a rapper, got killed in front of his own house. But honestly, I think that was his fault. You know, you can't control who's on the street. You know what I mean? Blue Ridge Mountains sure sound good. What is that? I moved to Philly as was shocked at what I seen there, but I love that city so much. It is a great place. It is a great place to be for culture. It's always something to do. You know what I mean? But the dark side of Philadelphia is the violence. It is violent. Certain places you shouldn't go. Certain places are still segregated. You know what I mean? There's a lot to like about it, but there's a lot to hate about it too. You know, the only difference between it and New York is New York's a little bigger. That's it. That's about it. Facts. When I see Sunny in Philadelphia, I miss it. Never seen that show. Never actually seen that. Uh, what else we got here? Let's see. What else is happening right now? Oh, okay. Washington Supreme Court rules that the bar exam is no longer a requirement to practice law. city's impact on marginalized groups. Can you believe that one? This is what the Washington, let me pull this up so you can see it, what I'm talking about here. Look at that. The bar exam is no longer allowed. Not allowed, but no longer a requirement. Somebody get me a paralegal and a secretary. They fucked up now. Do you realize that most of the race riots and leveling of Black communities was because of their ability to win legal cases without professional practice? Do you know that the bar exams were put into place because too many indigenous slaves were winning matters in the courtroom? Has the world gone crazy or what? That's not it though. This is not it. Here's a clip. I'm just going off the top of my head now, y'all. Give me a second. Where did it go? Hold on, just a second. And then this woman has this to say. I think this is it.
I don't suppress my feelings with pills on my bad days. I get a lot of sun and I don't get skin cancer. I don't take vitamin supplements. I am not on antidepressant or anti-anxiety. However, I eat clean, I exercise, I sleep enough, I drink enough water. I spend a lot of time on the sun without the sunscreen, and I do not eat fast food. Oh, now I see why I am not normal. You guys are right.
So they're trying to gaslight her in the comments, you know, mocking her because she's healthy. She doesn't take supplements, she don't take vitamins. She gets a lot of sleep, clean diet, exercise, you know, things that we naturally should be doing. See what I'm saying? Remember that term, health is wealth. It is absolutely true. Everything is GMO. No one detoxes themselves. You know, you got people who go to the bathroom once a week. You know what I mean? You know how much toxins can build up in your system from doing that? You know what I mean? Health is wealth, and health helps Magick. You see what I'm saying? It helps Magick. There is, if you're interested, there is a chant that you can do before you go to sleep. I would say while you're dozing off, say this chant. For those of you who are interested in astral travel, here is an Egyptian chant called the Invocation of Astral Flight. Okay? And those are the words that you say. Invocation of Astral Flight. Okay? I would say that at the minimum, chant it 3 times. At the minimum, chant it while falling asleep. You know what I mean? Call forth astral flight. Okay? The Blue Ridge province stretches from Georgia through Tennessee, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, West Virginia, Maryland, all the way to Pennsylvania. Okay, I got you, Diana. Study law every single day. That's what I'm talking about. Beautiful girl. Yeah, she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. The world has gone crazy. Yes. Nay, the great, peace and blessings. How you doing? For them to gaslight someone who's healthy, that should tell you something. That should tell you something. again, if this is new to you, you haven't been paying attention. You seriously have not been paying attention for the past 4-5 years. Okay. You have not been paying attention. All right. If you have not been paying attention, I cannot help you. You know what I mean? Um, there's stuff that are still going on that people are just not aware of. Stuff that has gone on in the past that people think has ended. You know what I'm saying? Am I making sense? I'm about to show you something. Don't get too emotional. Let's roll this next clip. Let me know if you can hear this. It seems to be a little low.
Another figure, you can Google him. There's a statue actually of him in Central Park. And J. Marion Sims was an individual credited. He was a father of modern gynecology. How many women in here know what a vaginal speculum is? And for those men in the room that we lost, a vaginal speculum is a device designed to open up the vagina. It was considered one of the most important advancements in medicine that was made. He was credited as being the wealthiest wealthiest physician to have ever lived. And what's interesting about him, look at the medals pinned on him. I was just very curious about how it was they regarded this man, because no one ever really looked at how did he come up with that vaginal speculum. The way he did it was he actually worked on unanesthetized, did experiments on unanesthetized slave women. He created a makeshift hospital in his backyard in the mid-1800s. He built the first vaginal speculum from a pewter spoon. And he reasoned that slave women were able to bear great pain, meaning we don't need any anesthesia, because their race made them more durable, and thus they were well suited for painful medical experimentation. We didn't even, because we didn't feel like other women could feel. This man would cut into women, cut into them, and just said, well, since they're black, they don't really feel it. Unbelievable. And more importantly is what he did to infants, because not only did he experiment on women, he also experimented on infants. He said that black infants suffered from something he called trismus nascentium, which is now commonly referred to as neonatal tetanus. Neonatal tetanus originates in horse manure, which was a likely cause of the disease in slave infants. He attributed it to the indecency and intellectual flaws of slave infants, together with skull malformations at birth. That is a shoemaker's awl. And that's an 1800s shoemaker's awl. He would stick that into the heads of brand new infants in an effort to realign their skulls based on the indecency and intellectual flaws of their parents, to treat the malady. Of course, it was a 100% death rate. But that's what he would stick in the head of a baby at birth. And so these are things that are so horrific that you can't possibly wrap your head around it. And this man is, just Google him. And you think to myself, I think to myself, if I were up here in front of you right now, and this is going to become very important as I move into the other slides. If I stomped a puppy to death up here, just a little puppy, and stomped it right here to death in front of you, most of you would need therapy. And I would be arrested probably faster than killing a black man for killing a puppy. How could you do that? Do you realize how much dissonance you have to remove in order to stick that into the brain of a child? More importantly, the child can no longer be human. Are you understanding what I'm saying? The reason why he could do it is they weren't human. They didn't even feel pain. That's what this man believed. Now, you may look at that and go, those are horrific things from the past. There's a book out right now, not table reading. It's called Medical Apartheid. This is written by Harriet Washington, came out last year. This book chronicles the experimentation on black people up to contemporary day. See, we want to look at the Tuskegee experiments. We want to look at Sims and go, oh, that just still going on. Implicated, Harvard, Johns Hopkins, because we weren't what? Human.
Why did I show that? To show you that all of this has happened. It has been documented. You can Google it. If you don't know, you have not been paying attention. Okay? It amazed me how blatant they were 4 years ago. How blatant they were trying to force copper-colored people to take that jab. They were trying to force. They put all the celebrities up to it. See what I'm saying? It has not ended. It has evolved. You know what I mean? If you are getting offended by anything that I say, please exit. This channel's not for you. Okay? There's no way any facts should offend anyone here. All right? The Tuskegee experiments, there's been so many experiments on so-called black people. You know what I mean? And then they wonder why a vast majority of black people are untrusting. You think all of this stuff ended? You think the Klan actually went somewhere? You're fooling yourself, okay? You are fooling yourself if you think any of this shit has gone away. All right? Now, I see that y'all have some questions. Let me get to your questions. I try to get it all, but sleep only 2.5 to 3 hours a night. Jeez, do you function on that? That's crazy, Diana. Try and get more. You know, I gave out plenty of times. I've given out some supplements, some tart cherry juice, something. But if you're functioning normally off 2.5 to 3 hours a night, I applaud you. But I think it should, I kind of think it should be more than that. When you're doing mantras for any purpose, should you stop doing the retrograde? That's a great question. Retrograde usually slows things up. If you have not built up, I say this all the time, if you have not built up spiritual stamina, or, you know, if you've not built up, if let's just say, for the sake of this discussion, you're a dabbler, then yeah, I would absolutely not do anything during a retrograde. You know what I mean? But if you've been practicing for a while steadily, if retrogrades cease to affect you, then keep going. I mean, mantras, though, can be said anytime. Nothing's going to stop a mantra. Let me put it that way. Any other thing magically, they say anything that you do magically will have a hard time functioning or making manifest during the retrograde. While that is true, I don't think it's true for a mantra. Mantras work quantumly. Not even sure if that's a word, but I just made it one. They work on a quantum level. So I'm pretty sure that does not apply to a mantra. But that's a great question. Comedic mantras. Yeah, that was a comedic mantra. I got more of them. I just didn't type them out. What would you advise someone to do while astral traveling? Protect yourself at all times. When I'm not being funny when I say protect yourself at all times. I truly mean it. You know, especially if you are out of your body. It's easy to get that silver cord cut. Okay. Haven't you ever been chased doing an intense astral travel? Okay. People trying to come steal your energy. That happens. That really happens. You know what I mean? Try to become lucid. That's the number one thing you should do. You become lucid during an astral travel, then, I mean, you control the dream. When I say astral travel, I mean a really out of your body. Okay, all right, let's explain it this way. You got lucid dreaming, you got regular dreaming, you got an OBE, which is an out of body experience. Okay. Lucid dreaming, you control. All right. Lucid dreaming, you control. I might be jumping around here, but try and put hematite around your bedroom. Okay. I can't answer any questions about out of body experiences because I haven't had that many. It has happened, but if you recall, a couple of weeks ago, I told you I was in 3 places at one time, and my mind was consciously aware of all 3 places at the same time. It's called a mind split. All right, the mind split. Okay, I wasn't controlling it. You know, I was more fascinated than anything. Okay, I was laying down flat on my back. I was sitting up at the foot of my bed, and I was also in my son's bedroom. All 3 places at the exact same time. All right, just remember it's called a mind split. All right, lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming, that's not really out of body. That's you controlling a dream. Okay, when you start to fly all over the place and, you know, start to have adventures, start to having sex with random ass people, shit like that. That's a lucid dream. I hope I answered the question. I was all over the place. Ask yourself if time is more powerful than your mantra. Legacy, it should wait for you, not the other way around. Comedic mantras sounds interesting. Oh yeah, they are. They really are. Someone out there has a meme for that, I bet. Yeah, they do. That book is a must-own for any who wholeheartedly trust the medical association. He's talking about the book called Medical Apartheid. I need the PDF myself. The audio is very low? Okay, I'm sorry about that. There's really nothing I can do about that. But I wanted y'all to see that, you know, these things still go on. A patient cured is a customer lost. Exactly. Exactly. My dog is actually a puppy. I should be getting 9 hours a night. Can the silver cord be reattached? I have not seen any evidence of that. They say once that silver cord is cut, you are out of here. Again, I could be wrong, but I have never seen any evidence that silver cord can be reattached. I've always seen that silver cord is cut, your time here is gone. I'm an old newbie, guys. All right. Let's see. Any other questions? Do we have any other questions? We're still having, I know I kind of spoke about, these people won't leave these children alone. You know what I'm saying? There's something else I wanted to address. They really will not leave these people alone, these children alone. No matter how much we're advocating for them to leave the children alone, they will not. But we're also guilty. When I say we, I'm talking about copper-colored people. Oh shit! Thank you, Konami. Thanks. Here's a sad one right here. This is a sad one.
Ask questions.
Initially, we're told the girl lied about the marks, saying it was from a football that hit her neck. Cops say she eventually changed her story to reveal the inappropriate relationship that also involved vulgar acts.
She may not enter any school campus.
Smith was a no-show for bond court today, but faces 2 criminal counts of lewd and lascivious molestation and lewd and lascivious battery.
The incident
happened on school grounds. Felicia Smith may have been smiling in her booking photo, but the accusations against her are no laughing matter. A teacher kissed the juvenile on the cheek to the point where a hickey caused by sucking on the skin was left and clearly visible. But things only escalated to the attention of police because of the alert persistence from the girl's relatives.
The family members noticed that there was something that didn't sit right with them. They noticed there were markings on the student, and they continued to ask questions.
Initially, we're told the girl lied about the marks, saying it was from a football that hit her neck.
Are y'all hearing this? When I say they don't leave these children alone, what is going on with this? I believe this happened in Florida. You know, she puts a hickey on a little girl's neck. Fucking Dora pause. I don't even know what to say to this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't need. The first I read about Silver Cord was from Tuesday Lapsang Rampa books. Them Tibetan monks are advanced. Here are some great hidden masters that defies reality. I would love to learn the secrets of the Tibetan Buddhist monks. Okay, they have hidden cities. They show all this shit in anime. She wakes me up every 2.5 hours. My puppy, I'm a working. Save the children. Yeah, what's going on, Brother Moore? This not just that. In Detroit, if y'all have not heard this story yet, in Detroit, there's a teacher who got fired. She got fired for being a rapper. You know what I mean? Now, I wanted to give this teacher the benefit of the doubt because they say she was reaching her children. They relate it to her, right? Right. So she's not half dressed in the video. She got fired and she went and did a video with the students. Okay. First of all, you need parents' consent to even consider doing something like that. First of all, okay. If it was something inspirational, something educational or uplifting, then maybe I could get where she was coming from. But it wasn't. I listened to the song. It's just like the same garbage ass shit that's being played on the radio and elsewhere. It's the same shit. So yeah, she's relating to the children. No, that's not what's it. No. Dripping honey? What else does that mean? You know what I'm saying? If y'all haven't heard it, you can look it up. Detroit teacher fired for being a rapper. And when did it become cool to be cussing around children? I know it happens, but when did it become cool for adults to condone this, to just do it around children? You see what I'm saying? It required time and practice based on what I heard. Are you talking about astral travel? Been a rough weekend? Oh, I'm sorry. I hope it gets better. Let's dreamt of some great spiritual battles on the astral plane between a long time, different powerful occult fractions. Yeah, remember I had an occult mentor, the voodoo magic teacher, kinda, who attacked me astral. That wasn't fun because I felt it physically. You know what I mean? I felt it physically. All the next day, I felt it like he stabbed me. This is why I always say a magical attack is way worse than a physical one. You know, you can attack so much magic. You see what I'm saying? You can attack a whole lot. You know. Oh, the Buddhist monks topic. Me and Konami had this conversation about a week ago. There are secrets that they are not going to give outsiders. You know, just like if you go to Japan, if you try to go to a dojo, they're going to be looking at you funny. We're the only ones who give out everything, let everybody in. You know what I mean? But Buddhist monks are not about to give you their secrets. You got to figure that shit out. Okay. There was a Indonesian magic practice that I wanted to know. And there was this site where they were selling magic items and other paraphernalia. And I asked a question. I sent them an email to ask them a question. They gave me a very, very vague answer. And someone was like, yeah, they're not going to tell you nothing. They're not telling you nothing, you know, because if I send out an email, first of all, my picture's there. Gmail anyway. You know what I mean? They ain't, no. But these islands, like the island of Java and Indonesia and Tibet, they have magic secrets that they're not sharing with outsiders. All right? This is why I always say, people, they reduce things to their level of understanding. There have been people who simplify magic works, actual system magic works. They simplify it to their level of understanding. Okay? That's why I hate when people from the outside try to speak on things that are only known inside. Like, an example, there are some systems of magic that are closed systems. Okay? You have to be an initiate to know the secrets of that magical system. Matter of fact, an Economicon is one of them. All right. Now, I speak briefly on it with Terrain Hicks and Warlock Asylum on here, called the Gatewalkers Dialogue. We speak briefly, but we don't give out anything. You know what I mean? Same thing if you go to any of the ATRs. Like Teresa Angela said last week, she can't say but so much, you know, on Santeria. She's in processing now. She told y'all that. You see what I'm saying? So it fucks me up when people claim to know certain shit, but I know they're not in a closed system or in the closed system that they're speaking about. Anyway. I've read that astral projection is a neophyte practice. If that was the case, a lot more people can do it. A lot more people can do it. Working on astral traveling, though, I got excited and got dropped back into my body. God damn. How did you find him in the astral? I have no idea. That's something I don't know. You know, we were actually talking, and he just broke out into fucking war. You know what I mean? Actually trying to fight me. You know, I would say part of that was astral traveling. The other part was lucid dreaming. You know, but it happened. Protect yourself at all times, people. I've read fight. A mentor became an attacker. That's messed up. I thought I told y'all that before. I could have sworn I related this. All right. So for those of you who don't know, someone told me that he had gotten mad at me for surpassing him in his own practice. That's what they said it was. You know, I don't know what the reason was. I really don't. But a teacher becoming an attacker happens way more often than you think. I've heard several stories about that happening. People get jealous when other people pass them. It's stupid. Yeah, it's really stupid. Saw someone like Brother Azazel Bay on a hidden plane. Sorry for your bad texting. No, I saw it, but I got you. Some stuff you got to be initiated to get access to. Absolutely. That's why I always tell y'all, you know, the stuff that you're finding on Google, that's kiddie shit. It's real elementary. Nothing that's real powerful is on Google. Let me keep saying that. Nothing that's real powerful is on Google. You can't access it easily. You know what I mean? It's not accessible like that. Does anyone know how to activate Lekli? Am I saying that right? Lekli? Peace and wholeness, Olethe. Did I have more? I think this still goes on. When we're talking about cultural things, also, we're actually just jumping around. So check this out.
Let me share for you next one. Thank you everyone, stay tuned with me. Okay honey, if you like it, you can take screenshots. They are very good quality and very low price. Thank you everyone, stay tuned with me. Thank you my honey. Okay, 54, very cool. Honey, are you already follow my brother Kenya? Are you already follow me? See 54, just follow me. Let me share for you next one. Thank you everyone, stay tuned with me.
Yeah, he had on a black man's mask. That's what he had on. Also, did you see this? It's never ending, y'all. I swear it's never ending. I've stopped saying door pause. You read that right. They are inserting paste, ketchup paste in themselves to try and have a period. A moment of silence, please, for the death of common sense and just common sense and just righteous thinking and the rise of stupidity. Wow. Peace, Katrina. Peace. Time to bring my pencil and pad for this group. Like nigger king stores in China. Right. Gate walking, fascinating. Dark Lord is on some interdimensional shit. Mind blowing. Okay, this one is too funny. Too funny. Tomato paste though. Tomato paste. Oh, tomato paste. So that they can have a period. Namaste. I will catch the replay. Yeah, I'm about to get out of here soon. The mental illness is real and is catching. Is absolutely catching. The death of common sense is just. How do y'all survive, man? That T source is rich. Facts. That gate walking video they did had me wanting to learn the Necronomicon one day. Orlock Asylum. Oh yeah, we did 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken. Me, Terrain, and Warlock Asylum. We talked about the gate walking process, and it's a long process. The initiation alone, the first initiation, I should say, is a long process. So um there's certain things you have to be serious about, and that's one of them. But I ain't done yet. But wait, there's more. Let me see. I know I got another one I wanted to show y'all. What was it? Yes. Here we go. No, that's not it. That's a Barbie doll. Um,
Police say this is the most bizarre case they've ever seen.
911, do you have an emergency?
Protect yourself at all times, especially you women. Okay? Protect yourself at all times.
Police say this is the most bizarre case they've ever seen.
911, do you have an emergency?
Hi, yes, there's somebody stuck in a sewer over here on the landing. How did she get in there? I'm not sure. I don't know. She was just screaming for help.
A passerby called police after hearing the woman's yells. Crews arrived minutes later, removing the storm grate and hoisting Lindsay Kennedy out. She claims she was down there for 20 days. Kennedy's boyfriend reported her missing 3 weeks ago. She claims she got lost in that tunnel for days.
Well, new at 5, one woman is at the hospital tonight after she told police that the devil chased her into a drain pipe. It happened near the Pearl Public Library. Right now, police are not naming the 26-year-old, but they say she told them that she was running from the devil when she got stuck in a PVC pipe. A group of Boy Scouts heard the woman yelling for help. Police say by the time they arrived, the woman had crawled more than 25 feet into that pipe.
Cars and trucks were driving right over that storm drain. They didn't realize a woman was trapped down there. You're watching the moment that a man spotted her out of the corner of his eye and heard a faint yell for help. They called police. They say the woman's legs were tied.
This fire truck blocks the view of the rescue, but authorities say the woman's legs were bound with straps. She doesn't know how she got into the drain in the first place.
How did she get in there?
Strange shit, huh? Strange shit. Like 15 videos breaking down each section. Oh yeah. Warlock Asylum. Yeah. He did that. He does do that. No, you didn't really do that, Moonfelter. You didn't you didn't have a blind moment like that, did you? What is gate walking? Me, Terrain, and or the Dark Lord, or whatever y'all call them. We did a 3-part video like 2 years ago on gate walking. We explained in those videos. You can go to the search button on my on my channel, and those 3 videos should come up. We did like an hour each time. Can't fix stupid with glue. I survived alone, and it works for me. Well, the Magic you brings on your channel some very advanced and interesting people. Ashe. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Who is Barbie doll now? Well, the only thing I was about to show y'all, this Barbie doll. I guess I can show it. It's not bad, but it was this. You can be anything Barbie. That's what I was about to show y'all. Nothing bad. Peace and harmony, Brother Ronan. Always blaming the fucking devil. Yeah, how about that? Mattel went stupid. What's up, Kenya? I think that's Kenya. The phone needs to be restarted. Boundaries are important. Some real weirdos slid around. That's the understatement of the century. You did a live with two other guys about gate walking. Yeah, that was Terrain or the Dark Lord and Warlock Asylum. I stay spiritually strapped at all times out here and teaching my daughter on spiritual protection also. Put your daughters in boxing classes, basic self-defense. You know what I mean? Magic can help you, but why not have it all? Why not know also self-defense? You know what I'm saying? I believe Brother Azazel Bay has a video on gate walking. I don't believe he does. He wasn't a gate walker. I am well, Kenya. Thanks so much for asking. Poison on $1, under the wiper blade, and boom. Be safe out there. Where can you find it? The videos we did on gate walking, if you go to my channel, right, there's a search function. You put in the search function gate walking. Those 3 videos should pop up. We did them, I want to say 2 years ago now, you know. Oh, yeah, you're talking about Caribbean Grimoire. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining me today. There's a lot of weird shit going on. A lot. Stay spiritually strapped, you know, find a mentor, a teacher, all the stuff that I've been telling y'all since day one. You know what I mean? Get some magic in your life, get some spirituality. You see what I'm saying? How else are you going to combat all this stupidity and lack of common sense? Don't make no sense. God damn. Anyway, I am the one and only mystical, magical, sorceress, hilarious, knowledgeable, the humble, the diabolical Magick LaCroix. I will see y'all in 2 days. That's Thursday. Until then, as I greet you as always, namaste. Peace, y'all.